Hi, I'm Mrs. Tannenbaum of the Learning Center. I work with children in 7th grade in Mrs. Moadeb's class and have students in various other classes who get pulled out for Learning Center support. In the professional development workshop called Differentiated Instruction, we were taught a practical application for implementing differentiated instruction in the classroom as well as in my pull-out sessions. We learned how to plan a differentiated lesson and apply it to the situation that we're in. The class is first divided into groups, which include stronger and weaker students. Each student was made responsible for completing a single task that's tailored toward her learning style and geared to his strongest modality. These tasks include visual tasks such as highlighting, underlining, listing, etc., and auditory and tactile modes as well. The completed assignments were later shared with an entire group. By giving the children this responsibility, the teacher is engaging her students, empowering them to learn new material in the best way that they're able to. They're encouraged to take ownership of what they learned and share their knowledge with their peers. Differentiation will ensure that new knowledge is internalized and will more likely remain with the children for a longer time. Mrs. Moadeb implemented this method in her class and is now explained to you exactly how she did it.
Thank you, Mrs. Tannenbaum. So the very next day after we had our workshop, it was really a nice way to motivate us to implement it in class. So the very next day, that's exactly what we did. I divided up the class by where they were sitting, by level. So for example, every group was a group of 4, and you had a very strong student, a medium student, a weaker student, etc. I gave every group one story to read, so they were all reading the same story. Each member of the group had a different task to complete, and the tasks were assigned on index cards and color-coded. So one task, for example, was identifying milim chadashot. So that task obviously went to a weaker student because it's much easier for her to identify a milah chadasha. The next task, the next level up, was identifying po'alim. So she had to highlight in the story all the po'alim. So she had to be able to differentiate between what was a noun, what was a verb, what was an adjective. The next task was composing 5 sentences using new words in the story. So this allowed her to use her grammar skills, reading comprehension, and put it together. And the strongest student had to give a summary of the entire story. Now, to ensure that all these tasks were shared, every student had to present what she found to her classmates in her group, which, as Ms. Tannenbaum said, that ensures that they have ownership